Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Megs and welcome. I know some of you are new and perhaps we haven't met face to face. You've seen my hands a lot and now it's time to do an actual video that you can see my face. Today I wanted to do a little fun tag, I guess if you will. While I was doing my decluttering series, I came across makeup and I'm just remembering when I first bought it or you know, when I first came across the brand. And so it got me thinking, I'm like, okay, let's do maybe a tag that talks about your first time cherry popped with a brand. And I do apologize if this tag already exists or if someone has done a similar video. I'm blissfully, I guess, ignorant about it. And if it's new, then great. Hopefully other people will pick it up and spread the joy that is this tag. So I'm looking at my little box here and I see I see some products that one I've had for far too long, or two that just kind of brings back, you know, fun little memories. The first one I'm looking at are these, and these are by Lime Crime. These are the unicorn, I guess unicorn lipsticks as we've come to know of them. This is my first introduction to Lime Crime, I want to say. So these are my first products. I have the color Glamour 101 and Chinchilla. So everyone had these and they were so cute. The packaging was just so different and whimsical, and I think that's what drew people in. It was just different. It wasn't the black bullets that we were so used to with MAC, and it was just cute, magical, and fun like makeup should be. And they also offered really kind of interesting fun colors. So they had, so this is Chinchilla. This is kind of a purpley gray color. They had like a yellow, a turquoise blue, green, and then they had the nuder colors like Cosmo Pop, and this is Glamour 101. So this is like the red color, and I do enjoy some of their products, and I want to get their Venus palettes, to be honest with you, because they look absolutely beautiful and I keep wanting to just purchase it, and I don't know why I haven't pulled the trigger yet. But anyway, that's on a tangent. So these are my first two Lime Crimes. What else is in this box of treasures? I'm coming across these. These are from Urban Decay. Do you remember these? These are, I think these are the deluxe. Yeah, these are the deluxe eyeshadows, and this is when their products had really interesting names and very kind of edgy, risque names. And you know, they were like the rock and roll kind of brand a little bit. They were like the fringe, and that's when I felt like they weren't trying so hard to be edgy. I don't know. Their colors were really cool, and their packaging was really cool. Their names are really interesting and very different than what was on the market. These are the deluxe eyeshadows. I loved these. I love these as single shadows. They were beautiful and creamy and pigmented, and just loved them. This is their green. This is called Graffiti. I think I had a purple color too, but it looks like I've since thrown it away. They were just like, they had little bubbles. Like, that's so cute. And this is Ruthless. This is like a tanny. They're just smooth and pigmented. I mean, they're a little old now, so obviously they're not going to be as nice, but I do feel obviously shadow formulations have improved since, but at the time these were like really fantastic and rich and just creamy. I'm not going to use the word buttery because everyone uses it and it's just overused. I miss them. I miss that Urban Decay. Anyway. Okay, what else do I have in here? Okay, this is from Too Faced. Look at this packaging. I don't even, do you guys remember this packaging? This is the color Neptune, and I'm drawn to these kind of sea blue green colors. And I remember my sister and I going into What is Lawton's Drugs back east, and they had this counter, center counter, and in that display they had these. I've heard it at this point in time. I had heard of Too Faced, but I hadn't purchased anything. They had eyeshadows, and then they had these lipsticks that were silver and jeweled on top of this pinky jewel. And I bought this eyeshadow, and there you go. Very creamy, beautiful color. Pigment is okay, and then there was this other duo, and I've since probably gotten rid of that, but this is my first Too Faced product. Actually, that's a really pretty color. Okay, let's move on. So I know this is kind of a boring one, but this was my first Shu Uemura purchase. I purchased this in, oh my god, I was living in Korea, so I was in Seoul. This was in 2003, 2004, 2005. That time frame. It's maybe a little blur. But this is the first Shu Uemura product I purchased, and I still have it, and it's going strong, and I love this eyelash curler. Haven't had the need to purchase anything else. I'm just scared I'm always gonna lose it. It's kind of like the industry standard. This and this is what they were known for. Well, one of the things they were known for, but this is the kind of iconic eyelash curler from Shu Uemura. And yes, Illamasqua. Illamasqua. I was so excited to see that Illamasqua had come to Canada, and this is when it was sold in Sephora. They have since obviously left Sephora, and then they were sold in Canada at Hudson's Bay, and they've now since left Hudson's Bay. So they're no longer in Canada anywhere, so which makes me sad. Anyway, I think this is when I purchased this, when they were going out of Sephora. Yes, and this is a lipstick color. It's in the color Control. It's a purple, deep purple matte color. Very, very beautiful. This is when I'm starting to kind of venture out into more interesting shades of lipstick rather than the typical nudes and, you know, pinks. And I was kind of just being a little bit more comfortable in makeup, and that I could take a little bit more risks. So this is that one, and this is Illamasqua. So, and I've since purchased more things from Illamasqua. Yeah, very sad to see that they're out of Canada. I mean, they do ship to Canada, but it's pricey. Anyway, so there's that. Oh, I love this. This is like good memories. Okay, so NARS. This is NARS, and one of my first products from them was this color Sex Appeal, along with some other blushes. So I couldn't remember which one I bought first, but this is one of the ones I still have. So their blushes, everyone knew about Orgasm. I personally didn't like Orgasm. I didn't like the glitter that was in it. And so I wanted to see what else they had. So I like Deep Throat, which I feel like is like the sophisticated cousin to Orgasm. And then I also love this color. This is Sex Appeal. It's a soft peach, pinky color. I love this. For fair girls, it's very light, very, very light. But on the skin and on the cheek, it gives you that nice natural flush. It's really beautiful. Their blushes are a little expensive, and their packaging, I mean, it catches everything. It's that rubberized, but I do love their blushes. This is very old. Haha! Kat Von D. So this is her first lipstick, and it's called, what is it called? Painted Love Lipstick. So it's not even the Studded Kiss, it's the Painted Love Lipstick. So again, her artwork is displayed throughout the lipstick case. I don't know what the color of this is because it doesn't say. I want to say that it is Homegirl for some reason. It reminds me that I think that's what it is. It's this deep, dark, kind of cherry burgundy color. So gorgeous. I love it. I loved the packaging of this. I loved the color of this. I never got to wear it that often because it's such a dark color that I was a little scared off by it, to be honest with you, but for some reason I'm drawn to these colors. It's hard to wear these at work, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit harder to wear, but anyway, I don't want to scare them off, right? Anyway, love this I love this packaging, but this was my first Kat Von D. Yeah, I have gone on to buy more from her. Her eyeshadow palettes especially. I haven't bought any more of her lipstick bullet form, but I have purchased her liquid lipsticks, which came after. And those are beautiful too. So, but that was my first Kat Von D product. Okay, let's see here. Oh, Chanel. Okay. Again, this is going to be like the Shu Uemura. It's going to harken back to 2003, 2004, when I was living in Seoul, Korea. And this color is Mystery. And I believe if you watched my blush series of decluttering, I've come across this one, and I was very hesitant to kind of throw this out. One, I knew I wanted to do this video, and two, this is my very first Chanel product. While I was living in Korea, you know, I'm a taller girl. I am not super tiny, and I have big feet and all that kind, and I'm not into purses, and those are the kind of things that were really quite cheap there. So what I could buy was makeup, and I loved going to the counters because they saw me. I'm here I am, this English girl who doesn't speak a lot of Korean, and it was just fun. It was a cool way to kind of get involved in the culture and kind of experience the culture and have just an interaction that's very organic. And this is what they gave me, and it's the mystery, and it's in the old quilted. I miss this kind of quilting, but it was this really pretty wood rose color. Yes, I dare put it on my skin because it's that old. And it was just a very natural blush color, and I love this. And you know what, I'm still hesitant in throwing it out, to be honest with you. And I kept it around mainly for this, but I probably will declutter it. And it's just really pretty. And again, it just reminds me of a time of being younger and having fun, and you know, thinking a lot, you know, a hopeful time. Anyway, that was that. Okay, let's see what else do I have in my little bag of goodies here. Yes, okay, this is a Gillan eyeshadow quad, and this was my very first product that I wasn't just I don't even know if I was gratis anything from them, but some reason why I don't throw this out, and I need to. It is this bronzy greeny color that looks really pretty with my eyes, actually, because I do have a lot of green. I know they look brown, but they're actually green in my eyes, and then this just kind of brings it out. And this was the first luxurious, I mean, other than the Chanel, but really high-end that I bought when I was working at a beauty boutique here in Canada. And I loved it. I thought it was so pretty. Yeah, so that was like my first big, super expensive product when I started working as a makeup artist, I guess. Yeah. Okay, next, I wanted to show this. So this is the Tarte blush palette that came out, I think, for Christmas one year, a couple of years ago. I don't use it that much, but I remember this was huge, and I love the fact, I was like, okay, well, you know, you get a good amount of blushes, you get their bronzers, and it's a nice way to kind of introduce myself to the brand. And I mean, it's cute. I keep it around because I do collect makeup as well, kind of a limited edition, and this was very sought after. I don't necessarily like the blush formulation on that blush that Tarte has, and maybe it has changed since then, but I just thought this was really cool. This is the off-the-cuff cheek palette. This is a Milani blush. This is my first Milani product. This is in the Luminoso. So when I finally got around to purchase this, it's been years that people were talking about it. So I think Nikki Tutorials was the first one to really make this huge. And it's a pretty blush. It's a peachy golden color. It's not quite a dupe for Orgasm, I don't find. I find Orgasm has a little more pink in it. It's pretty. I don't like a huge amount of shimmer in my blush, to be honest with you, which is why I don't reach for it all that often. But yeah, this is my first probably YouTube made me buy it type product, so I thought that was kind of neat to include. Next, this is the NYX Taupe Blush. This is in the old packaging, old formulation, and better color, I feel. This is my first NYX product, and I love the quilting. I love the color of this. It's fantastic for contouring for fair girls and light colored girls. Beautiful little blush, and I again wish they kind of kept this packaging around. This is what I associate with NYX, just kind of fun little blush as opposed to taking themselves too seriously now. So yeah. Buxom! Okay, this is Buxom Gloss in White Russian. Everyone was talking about White Russian. And this is my first product from them. And I really haven't purchased, again, a lot from the brand. I haven't followed up with more of their products, but it really pinky, milky kind of color. My only complaint was that it had like a plumping, I think, effect to it or something, which is why I don't wear it all that often. I love the smell of it. Smells really creamy, dessert-like, vanilla, which is what I do enjoy, and yeah. And I like this color, but for some reason I think it's the plumping thing that I just don't wear it all that often. So next product is from Laura Mercier. This is my first product from her, and this is the color Black Orchid, and this was like a lipstick stain gloss type thing. So it's very sheer, but a deep color, but it was glossy. This is my first product I purchased from Holt Renfrew, which is a very high-end department store here in Canada when I was living in Ottawa. And I loved this color. This color was so pretty and very wearable if you want to get into darker shades. So Black Orchid, I don't even know if they still make this. I don't even know if it's like the color or the formulation or how it's, you know, in this bullet kind of form. 3 more products and then we're done. Okay, this one, this one brings me back years ago. So this is the MAC lip gloss in Purr, and along with Purr, my very first products were the MAC Vanilla Eyeshadow and Sable Eyeshadow. I would have been, I think, my second year university. I was visiting a friend in Ottawa, so I was living in Nova Scotia, that's where I'm from. And I was visiting them in Ottawa. And we went to, I believe, maybe the Bay at the time, and they had a MAC counter. Well, I had heard about MAC, never was able to buy it because I lived in a city or in an area that did not sell MAC. And so I was like so excited, and so went up to the makeup artist, and he put on, and it was because I remember he had gauges. It's just very interesting. He had a nose ring and was tattooed, and at this time I think I was like maybe 19 years of age and from rural Nova Scotia, and I was just like, whoa. And he put on Purr and the Vanilla and the Sable on my eyes, and I was just like, gonna purchase it, loved it. I thought I looked so nice, and at this time I wasn't really hugely into makeup, but I was very much aware of it because I used to design. This was my first time at MAC, my first products of MAC, and the first time just feeling, I think, really pretty, to be honest with you. So yeah, now this isn't the original Purr. I purchased more and more of them, but this is probably my favorite lip gloss. Vanilla and Sable. Do I still have them? I don't think I do, to be honest with you. And it's definitely not the originals. Next, this is my first Tom Ford product. I haven't bought too much from Tom Ford because I don't feel the need to. Let's put it that way. So this is in the cream color, and this is in the color Platinum. So this is a color too that I feel like was talked a lot about here on YouTube. It's like a moussey texture. It's a very plain color. It's nothing too out there, and while it's nice, I don't foresee myself purchasing any more of these, nor a lot from his line, to be honest with you. I know it's at Sephora, it was at Holt Renfrew. I wanted to feature this just because sometimes we can get caught up in YouTube and in what people are saying is fantastic and awesome. And okay, so the last item I have here is from ColourPop. And do you guys remember when ColourPop first came out? They had like the eyeshadows and then they did lipsticks and all that. This was so cool. This is the color Get Lucky, and I still use it. This is just from a couple of years ago. It is kind of unfortunately crumbled and broken up in there, but I still will use it because it's a beautiful color. And I thought it was so cool that I finally got my hands on something that was super hyped up, that was super popular. Shipping and duties were stupid, but anyway, won't even get into that. But I still like this company. Now, have I purchased really anything since? I think I've purchased like one more Super Shock shadow, but that was from Sephora. Now that they are in Sephora, maybe I'll use a little more. And they definitely have expanded their line. And I think I mainly wanted to feature this because there's so many brands that obviously that I have in my collection that are out there. But I wanted to show how quickly a company can expand and grow, and how much, I guess, YouTube has played a part in that. And this was definitely a YouTube, Instagram, social media brand. And they've now found in Sephora, which I think is fantastic for this little brand that could. $5 shadows, and I think $8 blushes and at the time. And yeah, so started from eyeshadows and lipsticks. Now they have palettes and so forth, and they're, you know, they've just grown so much in such a short amount of time. Like, social media can be this beautiful, powerful, can be a platform for these kind of brands that are like independent brands that aren't, you know, from the big L'Oreals and Estee Lauders and all that. How powerful that you can be as a consumer, and how powerful YouTube can be as a platform. So I'm going to end my video there because those are just some products that I just wanted to kind of touch upon with this tag, if you will. If you like it, I'd love to see what your firsts are, and you know, the memories that behind them, or if there's any reasons in particular that you bought that particular product from that particular brand. So thanks for watching, guys, and again, welcome, and I hope you subscribe. Just don't forget to press the little thumbs up down there and the subscribe button, and I'll see you soon. Bye!